this was where I can still see that.
And that was your last lesson in the grove. Now, each of you will head off on your own path. However, heed this warning. If you ever do anything disgraceful out there.
Professor Anaxa, there are still other classes scheduled on the calendar. Are you sure you didn't...
Firstly, call me Professor Anaxa. Secondly, to clarify.
Ah, I see. So you're saying that the lessons taught by all the other teachers aren't good enough to be...
All you do every day is wag that sharp tongue of yours. I have nothing left to say. Next.
Please wait, Professor. According to the Grove's protocols for a cohort's final class, the lecturer should take some time in that lesson to... Surely you can't skip such a crucial step, Professor.
The teaching assistant, Miss Hyacinth, is truly Professor Anaxa's nemesis.
Fine. Since some of you are so eager to speak, why don't we start with you, Finan of Ides Elysiae? What is...
Me? Well, it's not exactly an aspiration, but the only thing I want to...
I see. So you want to be a hero?
I didn't say...
Castoris, you've been giggling for quite...
Perhaps my answer is a bit vague and meaningless, Professor Anaxagoras, but I hope the world can be freed from the agony of death, so that every living being may find calming...
How naive. So naive that it makes me want to weep for your fairy tale. See, this is why I don't want to follow those outdated protocols. All I get are boring, and since you suggested this whole process, why don't you wrap this up, Hyacinthia? Share
So it's finally my good thing I came prepared. My aspiration...
Blank page? An interesting description. Do explain.
I've read all of Amphorius's heroic epics while studying at the Grove. Almost every epic ends with a description of the hero's achievements.
So you're saying that, instead of legendary...
Perhaps I'm influenced by my background. My ancestor, her story is told to every child descended from the sky. What about the Day Thunder Knight's family, allies, and friends? What about the survivors and those who... Her brilliance had become as blinding as... That's why I'm glad that my era, all my ancestors had, was a sad past. But I have a future I want to protect. Instead of becoming a hero, and I wish not to return to the sky, but to walk among... to include a footnote for the everyday people. I'm getting embarrassed from remembering how I said, but my beliefs have never changed. Now I really have a chance to stay behind. Danny, what are you doing here? You guessed it. To reach Aquila's realm in the sky, descendants of the Sky People must perform. That's the only way for creatures on Earth to forge the rainbow bridge to the sky. And the... Don't worry. I have little Ika with me. Good, Ika. Well... Oh? Could it be... Nope. I didn't understand that. Since we've already met up, why don't you come with me? That's the dependable express guard for you. chroma coffer is vibrating. There must... This is the divine object of the Sky People. Our ancestors dictated that when a descendant of the Skyfolk is ready to challenge Aquila, only after this can the chosen Skyfolk reascend to the heavens. Very prudent, wouldn't you say? The soul of an ancestor slumbers here. Now, I am Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard, a descendant of the sky who has inherited. The time has come to fulfill our clan's destiny. I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky. Ancestor, please bestow upon...
Who has awakened?
It's I, Hyacinthia, a descendant of the Sky People. You are Lord Crispus, aren't you? I've read your story in our family tree. You were a righteous judge.
I never imagined So, our bloodline and duty have continued.
Indeed, it has. I have awakened you in the hope of receiving your blessing. For the flame chase journey is nearing its perfect conclusion. And retrieving...
Perfect conclusion. Hyacinthia, you look very young. How can you convince me that this blessing will not turn into a curse?
1,000 years ago, Seliosi, who conquered the skies, left behind legends and a will, entrusting the mission to return the Sky Titan's core flame to her. Though I'm not a warrior, I will not turn away from the mission, and I am not fighting alone. I have the strongest. Amphorius is in an era brimming with heroes. The burden of... I now wield the power of healing. I aim to mend the fissures in the sky and heal the wounds of the people. I desire to define the mission of the Skyfolk in my own terms. To conclude the vigil that has spanned millennia.
I sense resilience. Receive my blessings, young Hyacinth.
Thank you for your trust, Lord Crispus. My ancestors were all pretty strong-willed people. Now, the next ancestor on the list. Her spirit is set to rest in the vortex of Genesis. Oh, I remember! I didn't expect you to keep at it this long. That's so like you, Danny. That makes sense. Bagusa was always described as a fickle titan in the myths. Since you're offering, then let me put your skills to the test, Danny. Got it. I'm counting on you, Danny. The vortex of Genesis. Unbelievable. But this does feel way more disorienting than the Wait, is Lady Treeby here? Oh, I think I know who that is.
Do you have to go already, Syphie? It's been ages since you were last in Akama. You could have...
That's alright, big sister Treeby. I've gotten used to life on the road. Besides, your prize student gave me an incredible...
Cut Snowy some slack, Syphie. He's still so young. Besides, Snowy's not the kind to ask for help lightly.
You really spoil him, big sis Treeby.
Guess I'm past the age for someone to look after me.
Syphie...
Just kidding. I get it. That deliverer boy does have a certain charisma about him. Anyway, I'm about to head out. Oh, big sis Treeby, before I go, got a little...
Well, didn't expect you...
That's a part of the game too. If you want to see the full picture of what's inside.
A gift with a mysterious twist? Seriously?
Huh? Looks like we have company.
Lady Treeby, and this graceful lady must be me. I'm Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard. Everyone calls me Hyacinth. Pleased to meet you.
Bright and cheery as a lamp. Well, hello there, pink child. I'm Cyphera from the long-fallen city-state of Dolos. As for the rest, it's all in the history books, so I don't need to repeat it here. So, you're from the Twilight Courtyard. Does that mean...
Yes, I'm a descendant of the Sky People, the Chrysos heir about to take over the authority of Sky.
Whoa! That's unexpected. I figured Celiosi's descent...
Don't judge a book by its cover, Syphie. Cinny is a master of her craft. She's the most skilled and dependable physician in all of Amphoria.
Don't worry, Lady Cypher. I may not be as strong and warlike as Lady Celiosi from 1,000 years ago, but I'm confident.
All this talk about missions, you're making it sound way too serious. You've got to look out for yourself, girl. Don't push yourself too hard. I'd hate to see that cute face all scratched out by Aquila's claws.
Syphie cracking jokes? Looks like you haven't forgotten what...
Anyway, I've got a mission to handle, so I'll get going. Good luck, Miss Hyacinth. And if things get tough, just let that deliverer take the lead.
This Cypher is in such a hurry.
Don't worry, she's always been like that. Well, enough about her for now. You're here because of your mission, aren't you, Cinny? It's the perfect opportunity for me to go and tuck Syphie's gift away somewhere safe. The Vortex of Genesis is all yours.
I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve ancestor. Please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Child, what brings you before me?
Yes, I am Hyacinthia of the Twilight Courtyard. You must be Gem Electra. Legend has it that during the Chrysos War, you led our people to ally with Akama and held back the Kremnoan forces. It was you.
Hyacinthia, and this is the...
It is. Look, 10 stars have already been lit.
Are those the core flames of Fagusa and Giorgio? Does that mean Hycelans and the mountain dwellers? As fellow pillars of Amphorius, who would have thought that skies...
It's because Sky shelters all beneath it. If it were to shatter, the world would fall apart with it. That's...
Agalaya? Is she still on the flame chase journey after...
Unfortunately, she has recently left us. But
Incredible. That girl actually managed to endure the merciless Answer me, Hyacinthia. Since you recognize me, you must have...
Every record regarding my lineage is etched in my memory,
In that case, you're probably aware of the prophecy I...
Yes. At the end of the Rainbow Bridge, the sky folk... But unfortunately, no ancestor...
I see. Yet perhaps you'll be the one to witness its fulfillment, child.
Thank you, Lady Ectra. Whatever fate the prophecy holds, I'll face it head on.
I like you, child. Take my blessing, Hyacinthia. When I first... But your resolve has touched me. If Sky's divinity is fated to pass on, I hope it incorporates your optimism and kindness.
Thing is a treasure beyond measure, General. Rest well. General Ectra is so different from how the records described her. She's all right. Time to head back to the Grove. It went great. Your spirit water. What's wrong, Danny? You've always been a bit of a sensitive soul, haven't you, Danny? Lady Trina deciphers countless Come on, Danny. Don't look so gloomy. Our final stop is Lord Mighty's home, Castrum Crem. We're here. This is it. Lord Mighty has been fighting the Black Tide here, alone day after day. That means he hasn't been consumed by the Black Tide's madness yet. We're here to complete an important mission. We shouldn't interfere with this battlefield. There. That sleep... Yes, my grandmother Jacintha was a warrior. She represented the She fought her way through every challenge and reached the final stage of the Kremnos Fest. I've never looked too deeply into the details of such ritualistic, but behind the glorious duel was a tragic end. Not long after the festival, her death marked the final collapse of the Twilight Courtyard. Seeing him lying there, grief, but when I heard Lord Craterhouse took that fatal blow to protect Lady Trianne, to quote Lord Finan, Kratos must have done that to become... You're getting better at this, Danny. In her final diary entry, my grandmother wrote that when the moment of destiny comes, a descendant of the Sky People would deliver the mess. I wonder what she'd think when the one awaking her turns up. I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to Ancestor. Please bestow upon me your...
Is this the wait?
Grandmother? It's me.
Hyacinthia, my little hummingbird. I have never imagined this. I thought I would feel happy for all my ancestors. I can't even experience the joy of seeing you again.
Do you remember that you and Father took me to my very... Back then, you wanted me to pick one accessory out of 4. The sun crown represents grandmother. Do you remember?
You spoke an innocent little prayer, infusing a faint thread of light.
Yes, and I remember how surprised you were. In all those centuries, no other child...
Hyacinthia, there was a time when I thought you were You never had much interest in swords or battle and had no relation to that. Yet I've told myself, that's not a bad thing. I never thought the burden of
Don't worry about me, Grandmother. I believe what makes someone a skyfolk isn't just when the world cried out for a hero to challenge the gods 1,000 years ago. Zeliosi stepped forward and now, as the flame chase journey nears its end. This, isn't it poetic? A saga that spans.
If your mind is set, return to the sky with my blessing. And watch over the...
Grandmother. Thanks.
Speak, Hyacinthia. We should...
Before you go, could you tell me the tale of the Sky Heroes?
Then listen closely, my dearest humming. For millennia, the a century of the Chrysos War, until a spear pierced through the smoke and flames that Aquila, the celestial shaper, the 100-eyed divine bird, those struck blind in 99 eyes by Nicodor, they kept one eye glaring at the children of twilight, the Chrysos heir of the sky, Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, ascended to her left was the lion-headed Solipus, the sunlit wings. To her right was the horse-bodied Lunibus, the moonlit plume. The one warrior and her two beasts challenged the ruler of the Titans. Every roar summoned lightning. The wounded Titan's blood poured down in the final moments of battle. The sunlit wings set the Titan's wings. The battered hero of the sky, with her wings broken and her body covered in wounds. The Titan's divine body crashed to the ground. The fear and pleas of mortals urged the Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, the first of the She merged with the Titan, holding up the sky once more. My descendants will be blessed and cross the Rainbow Bridge back to the
Today...
Wow, I didn't expect it to be so lively up here. Are these people here to send off the Chrysos?
There's Finan. Let's go talk to him.
I know this is a big ask, Namasumi.
Please don't say that, Lord Finan.
Go then. Let's hope our concern...
I hope you all return safely, my lord.
There you are, Part. You didn't oversleep this time, did you?
You like calling me that, don't you? Oh, well, I've embraced it now. It doesn't even faze me anymore.
Ready, comrade? If all goes according to plan, if the curse separating Amphorius from the world beyond the sky is truly Aquila's doing, that would be a problem. We'll need to get you home before Aranova. Let's leave the emotional goodbyes for later. That'll give us some time to figure out what we should be feeling at that that bumping seal game. Didn't you teach me something back? Crack the champagne at halftime to watch Vic. The last mile is the hardest. That's from Dunhung.
Hey, speaking of Dunhung...
He arrived before everyone else and climbed to the cliff top to wait for us.
Lord Finan, please make sure you all come back safely.
Please defeat the indifferent Eye of Twilight and restore
Thank you all for your blessings. Rest assured, but I'm not the main attraction today. Please don't hesitate to cheer.
Miss Hyacinth, the
She's not just the pride of our... While the flame chase journey is led by the Chrysos heirs, let's extend our gratitude to the two warriors of the Outlands who break...
Hero, your saga will be chronicled...
Warrior from the Outlands, endowed with the might of Orne.
After all this time, you should know when I'm just being polite and when I'm genuine. That praise was heartfelt, partner. Had I not trusted my instincts and put my faith in you and... the guest of honor.
People of Akama, I've been blessed by the ancestors of the Sky People. They have agreed to bestow the 1,000-year mission to me, and to have me claim the core flame. Today is the year 4932 of the light calendar. I, Hyacinthia of the Sky People, am prepared to lead the children of humanity.
History doesn't breathe evenly. At times it suspends. Its hurried gasps have sparked a tempest, sweeping all of us along. And now, it's your turn to fulfill your duty. Please, guide us into the heart of the storm as the Thanks for waiting, Donhung. The team tasked with conquering Aquila has finally... So full of energy, comrades. Hyacinth? It's all...
Legend tells of the Sky Folk once divided into the Sun Folk worshipped the sun. The Rain Folk were devoted. Our ancestors lived under Aquila's light. They forgot that. The light that illuminates the world. That's why the rainbow is my favorite. For not only does it reflect the many colors, it is also, and I want to use the Rainbow Bridge to link everyone's hearts and give hope to every soul on Earth. Ancestors! With the rainbow as your guide, lead me back to the home of the Sky Folk. Oh, Rainbow Bridge, please guide us to ascend to the skies once more. Friends, let us soar together.
Flying along the Rainbow Bridge is truly an amazing... It's the legendary Sky Fortress of Aquila.
My ancestors once built a magnificent civilization among the heavens. This must be where the hero Seliosi stood when she challenged Aquila here to end the journey she began. Yes, what we must do will not change. No.
According to historical records, the civilization that worshipped Aquila once mastered advanced technology, which made their... But they were divided within. The frequent wars started by the Chrysos heirs drained their power.
Apparently, the division was between the two most, and Seliosi's frustration towards the endless strife among her people made her turn her spear. After driving the enraged Titan to the brink of defeat with her two-winged companions, yet she still could not end Aquila, nor bring back the core flame of Sky.
In other words, she became one with the Titan. I would have considered it a fairy tale, as that Titan and that fused hero been looking down.